A stream table is a great tool for modeling concepts of water erosion, stream formation, and more. Unfortunately, many commercially produced stream tables cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars and are usually only available in middle or high school science labs. That means many elementary students may miss out on the opportunity to see this great science tool in action. Well, today, I'm here to tell you how you can make your own stream table in about 15 minutes with materials that cost less than $5. At that price, you can afford to have a stream table for every group of students in your classroom. Let's get started. Pictured, you see all of the materials you'll need for the stream table construction and setup. For each stream table, you'll need 4 disposable baking pans, scissors, a coffee filter, duct tape, a plastic drinking straw, a hole punch, a nail, a 2-liter bottle, 3 yardsticks or heavy-duty wood pieces, a stack of books about 15 centimeters high, and a large pan or tray to catch the water. Here are a couple of notes about some of the items. The disposable pans should be about 9 inches by 11 inches by 3 inches. They might be labeled lasagna pans, baker pans, or roaster pans. The yardsticks or wood supports must be rigid and at least 1/4 inch thick to adequately support the weight of the stream table filled with sand. Not pictured is the earth material for the stream table. You can use playground sand, buy builder's sand, gather dirt from the flower beds, or use a mixture of sand and diatomaceous earth. Just use whatever is easiest for you to get a hold of. You only need about 1 inch of earth material per stream table. Pictured, you see the materials you'll need for the first part of our project, the stream table. You'll need those 4 disposable pans, the nail, a pair of scissors, the duct tape, and the coffee filter. Now that you have your materials gathered, you're ready to get started. We're going to move from the top of the stream table to the bottom. Take one of your lasagna pans and cut 2 of the 4 corners. Make sure those corners are along the long edge rather than the short edge. Once you cut those 2 corners, you're going to fold the metal down and make as flat of a surface as you can with that. This will be the top edge of the stream table. For the pieces in the middle, you're going to cut all 4 corners. And finally, on the 4th tray, you're going to cut 2 of the 4 corners. You need to make sure they're the opposite 2, because this tray is going to form the bottom of your stream table. Now we're ready to start assembling the pieces of our model. Take the end piece, the top, and put it on top of one of the middle pieces. Now you'll notice that I've trimmed the sides here. That's so that they don't interfere with letting these side walls remain vertical. Once you get this in place so that the side walls overlap, you're going to take a piece of duct tape and make some seals on that. Want this to be watertight, so use as much duct tape as you need. Get it all the way up the edges and just seal those seams where the 2 pieces of metal are coming together. You're going to repeat this procedure with the next 2 containers. Get your piece of duct tape and seal those seams so that your model will be watertight. Now you're ready to make the final adjustment into that bottom piece. Once again, get your duct tape and seal up those seams. Now that we've got all of our pieces together, we're going to reinforce just a little bit with duct tape to make sure that this remains watertight. And put duct tape along each of the edges and just make a nice, good seal along those seams where water could possibly leak out. Do that on both sides. Once you have this done, turn your stream table over. You should see some little tabs poking up. Go ahead and fold those over, round those to fit the bottom of the table. And then once again, reinforce the bottom here with duct tape along those seams to keep everything nice and watertight. Don't forget that there's 2 seams for each pan. Make sure you reinforce each of those. Now that your table is assembled and sealed, you're ready to make some drainage holes so that the water can escape from the bottom. Take a nail and simply use it to poke several holes in the bottom of your pan. Don't be afraid of doing too many. There's going to be a lot of water and the holes aren't that large. You're going to cover these holes with a coffee filter. And the reason we do that is to prevent the sediment and sand from leaving the stream table. Secure that coffee filter with a piece of duct tape, but make sure that you don't cover the holes with the duct tape. Your stream table is now ready to fill with sand. Now that your stream table is assembled, you're ready to fill it with sand and set it on an incline. You're going to need your stream table and another container to catch water. This container needs to be slightly larger than the ones used to make the stream table so that the stream table will fit inside of it. Now, because we use these disposable aluminum pans, you're also going to need some heavy-duty either yardsticks or some kind of wood you pick up at a lumber yard in order to support the bottom of that pan so it doesn't collapse when it's full of sand and water. So we have 3 supports here. What we're going to do first is fill it with sand. And this is just playground sand, builder's sand that you pick up at your local home improvement store, or you can raid your school sandbox if you have one. Spread that out, and depending on the amount of sand you have, you can fill this all the way to the top, but it also works with only just a couple inches of sand in it. You can also use a mixture of sand and diatomaceous earth, or just dirt from outside, whatever works for you. So we've got some sand in our box. Now I'm going to set up those supports, and the supports need to go into the container at the end that's going to be used to catch the water. So I'm going to put the stream table, lifting carefully from the middle, and set it on those supports, and then just scooch it down so that it's resting at the bottom. Now you got to make sure that you have the end with the coffee filter and your drainage pan, that resting at the end, otherwise your water's going to leak out at the top. Now this stack of books here can be adjusted to whatever height you want to make the different inclines for the stream table. I'm going to show you how to make a water source to power the stream table. You need a 2-liter bottle filled with water, a straw, some duct tape, a hole punch, and scissors. Start by taking the straw and cutting off a portion, just maybe about 1.5 inches or so. That's all you're going to need. Set the rest aside. Next, get a piece of duct tape, maybe 2 inches long. You're going to take this duct tape and you're going to punch 2 holes in it. You want these holes to be not too close together. Inside one hole is going to go the straw, and the other is going to be used to make sure that the water will flow from the bottle. So I've got my 2 holes about that far apart. Put the straw in one of those holes and insert it about halfway through. Now you're going to take that straw and the duct tape and you're going to put that over the bottle. You want to line that straw up with the very bottom of the edge of the bottle and then just seal all the way around with that duct tape. Make a good, nice seal. And you can see that we've got the straw here and we also have an air hole at the top. So when we're going to put that on the stream table, that will allow the water to flow out from the straw. Well, we're ready to put our stream table to the test. You'll notice that I've made a little groove here at the top of the stream table, and that's to support the neck of the 2-liter bottle. Now, when you put the 2-liter bottle on the stream table, if you cover the top hole with your finger, that's going to prevent the water from emerging from that straw. So set that in place, and then when you're ready, remove your finger, and the water will start to flow from your stream table.